BB93 squad. I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers for subscribing to the channel, as well as our old subscribers for returning. What's good, everybody? I know this reading is getting to you all a little on the late side, but we do have this reading, so I am grateful for that. This will be our Divine Feminine, not in communication, for October 11th until October 16th, you guys. Make sure you take what resonates, let what doesn't fly by. As well as if I say he and you are a she, make sure you flip it to your situation. If I say she and you are a he, make sure you flip that to your situation. So normally, you guys, with my readings, I go into your past first, but you know, sometimes we gotta switch it up a little bit. Like, sometimes we don't want to hear that little past situation. Like, we gonna get into the past, okay? So don't get it twisted. We gotta touch it just a little bit, just a little something. But we gonna get into the main cookie of all, right? Which is, where are you at now? Like, what you doing? You know, what energy are you honing in on? And this is basically the Two of Cups with the Page of Coins. So let's talk about the Two of Cups first. And the Two of Cups is basically you having this soulful connection. And not only is you having this soulful connection, but I feel like the Two of Cups is you gaining this inspirational connection with yourself as well, okay? So it is two people on the card, but this is also you gaining your inspirational connection with yourself. The Two of Cups is of soulful connection, as well as, you know, harmonizing relationships. It's of kindness, healing relationships, love fulfillment, engaged wisdom. Now we're going to go into the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins speaks of, it's kind of like a very practical approach to situations. And because it is of coins, okay, it's like, it has to definitely deal with, it has to deal with material money. But it's you preparing, okay? You're getting ready to prepare for something big. Knowing how to save, knowing how to hold them, and knowing when to fold them, okay? If y'all have watched my other videos. If not, if you guys are new to the family, welcome. But it's knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, knowing how much to spend, knowing when to not spend on unnecessary things, okay? Excuse me. This is also you being grounded, okay? For some of you, this is coming out of anxiety when it comes towards material situations. You could have been going through things that have to do with anxiety when it comes towards money. And it could have made you anxious. It could have made you feel like you were off balance. It could have made you feel like the walls were closing in, if that makes sense. And I feel like for some of you, now you're starting to catch this balance. You're catching a grasp on, you know, having this break a win. It's giving you that enthusiasm to reach this success, and it's making you soar so high. It's you catching this unique combination of qualities and fly above and beyond. But it's above all that you feel so fulfilled, and it makes you feel so wonderful in what you're doing. And it's you also loving nothing more than having this adventurous spirit of exploring this new idea, this new life, this new financial success, this new health that you're going through. Okay? So, I know, y'all, I know we don't have We don't, you know, we don't want to sometimes touch our past, but we have to, because without our past, it wouldn't show us where we come from, you know. And sometimes we don't like to hash that little icky vicky type of situation. You know, I took it back to Fairly Odd Parent days, right? I know, right? But we do have the Five of Swords, and y'all know back in the day, Five of Swords is that conflict, right? This was that meaningless situation that we was allowing ourselves to go through. And especially with this Five of Swords being here, this was us going through those situations that made us worry, that had that anxiety popping off, y'all. I mean, I'm going to put this Nine of Swords back because we're going to touch that too. But this Five of Swords was us hitting those moments of, you know, I feel like for some of you all, you were going through those moments of people laughing at your expense. And that's just to put it nicely, okay? You could have been dealing with someone that was doing the most. We know the most could be cheating. The most, we ain't even going to even dive into that energy because I ain't got time for it. You ain't got time for it because we looking at the future, okay? But the Five of Swords is just conflict, all around conflict, okay? And this particular person, they are a master at what they do. They don't care who they hurt when they do it. They are acrobats. They work in the circus. They turn tricks for life, okay? So we're going to put them over here. We're going to let them do what they do. Because at that point, they didn't care that they were hurting you. Only time they care is when they found out that you knew what they were doing. And then it was that moment of, oh, I'm sorry, or, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then they change 1 week, and then the next week they go back to doing what they were doing, right? And then the next week they change, and then, oh, I'm going to make it better, and then they go back. So that sent you through these moments of sleepless nights and, you know, feeling like it was just this irrational thinking or these irrational situations that you couldn't even take, okay? And that all these kept piling up to where eventually you started to go through these sleepless nights, or you were dreaming about what was going on, which you didn't even realize that it was signs that were telling you, pay attention to what's going on, pay attention, hey, warning, caution, you're going into a dead end, this ain't where you're supposed to be. And it was, you just felt like it was a revolving door. You kept going in and out, round and around. You felt like you was in a nightmare. It could have been Freddy versus Jason, but you was in it. And for some reason, you just felt like there was no hope. But then, one day, right? One day, you come along to this Two of Swords. Ooh. Nice little Two of Swords, right? Time to make this decision. But, you know, sometimes we go through this denial. We go through this, you know, situation where we like, but I love him. You know, I care about this person. And we fail to make this decision to walk away. Sometimes we let these people back in our life. And we say, well, you know, they didn't mean to do it. Next time they'll change. Or next time they won't do it, you know, and they keep doing it, and the next time they keep doing it, and then the next time they keep doing it. But we fail to look at reality. And we feel so compelled to rescue somebody else instead of rescuing ourselves from this unsettling circumstances. Because at the end of the day, all we're doing is hurting ourselves. We repressing our emotions. We pushing ourselves back, not realizing that they know what they're doing. They understand what they're doing. But because we keep letting them get a pass, or because we keep pushing it off for them, because they understand what they're doing, is the reason why they keep doing it. But, for some reason, it was the last straw. And we said, you know what? Not no more. So, let's go into our newly found outcome, right? Because the past is over with. We say, you know what? We ain't taking no more. We can't take it no more. So, now, let's go into our future. Our near future. Let's hit this near future up. Let's see what's like. What's popping near future? What you up to? How we doing near future? You dig, you know. Because not only were we, you know, constantly going through these situations where, you know, where are we at? What are we doing? What can we do to get here? What can we do to have a better life? See, we already talked about wanting healing relationships, wanting to get this and get that and do this and do that. Well, now we're at our near future where we have the Three of Wands. What is the Three of Wands? Forced effort, strength, foresight. Some of us going into business, using common sense, having dedication, following up with success, having success, okay? The Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. This is not only wish fulfillment, though. This is sharing joy with other people, sharing your contentment. This is no longer feeling ashamed of having your Nine of Cups. For some of you, other people in your life could have been like, oh, you felt like it was the Nine of Cups for you, right? And other people probably was like, oh, yeah, you're with such and such. But then they finally seen this person and they felt their energy and they probably was like, oh, you're with such and such, right? Because they felt their energy. But you can't see, because sometimes we're blind to someone's charm. That's how I say it. We're blind to their charm. And this is you no longer being blinded. This is you looking directly at where you're going. And this is you being satisfied. This is you actually having satisfaction in where you're going and being able to see the karmic goodness out of things. Because we always talk about, you know, the bad karma. This is having good karma. This is having blessings on blessings on blessings. What Big Sean say? Blessings on blessings on blessings. Hey. But this is also you sharing your blessings with other people. So it's like, in a way, it's like, you know how they say what you give out to the universe is what you receive back. So as much as you're giving out is as much as you keep replenishing your shelves. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's constantly replenishing. This Nine of Cups that you've been looking for, look how happy this guy is in this picture. That's you now. Yeah, we're going to go through ups and downs. And yeah, we may feel like, whew, I could have did this a whole, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I could have did this a whole few months ago. But you would have never went through the lessons you went through if you would have did that then. This is not being ashamed of your journey. This is being happy the way your journey went down. because the divine had to break you to show you, like, look, the way you were headed, nah, that wasn't the right way. But I'm going to redirect you into the right path, you know? But this path just a little better than the way you were headed. Don't worry. You always was guided. I wanted to show you a few things along the way. It's like taking a road trip and you stop off on the side of the road. Yeah, it wasn't part of the road trip plans. Of course not. Yeah, you stopped off at a little trinket shop. No, that wasn't in the plans at all. But when you went in that shop, it was a beautiful shop, and you got, you know, a few little trinkets that meant something to you, that meant the world to you. And it was beautiful. It's what you do with those trinkets, is how it made you feel, that matters the most. The simple things in life. So now we go into your future environment. We go into the Three of Coins in your future environment, okay? And this is the gift of family, the gift of close friends, a celebration, fulfillment of love. This is unexpected joy, a healing. This is also good fortune. So, hey. Okay, y'all. Okay. I know y'all see it out there. The Lovers. This is being able to choose which direction you go into. Not only is it that, it's transformation, it's love, it's fulfillment, it's of desire, it's a magical union, it's trust in one's heart, and it's harmony. And for the last card of your environment, you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is of compassion, and this compassion is part of being guided by your instincts, generosity. The Queen of Wands is kind of guided. It's guidance, okay, basically. But for some of you, you'll be guided to someone, and this person is like the center of attention. Like, you'll meet them at like a party or a gathering, and they're very inspirational, they're friendly, they have fierce independence. Or this could be you, for some of you. But this person have a lot of spunk. I feel like for some of you, this is just the growth from you starting off until now, okay? You know how, like, you may have started off and you may have been shy. And shoot, I can say this, like, I used to be shy, okay? And now you see me, like, I'll walk up and talk to a stranger in a heartbeat and just, like, well, I probably wouldn't walk up completely and talk to a stranger. Like, if you look inviting, I'll talk. Even if you don't look inviting, I'll probably talk. So let me rephrase that. But, like, I don't know. Like, before I would be so freaking shy, and now, like, I don't know, I've been like a butterfly. Like, I have come out of my cocoon so freaking much. And I feel like that's what this person is. Like, let's just say the Queen of Wands is a person who's not afraid to go after what she wants, or what this feminine energy desires. I like that. Okay. So, let's go into the hopes for the Divine Feminine, which is so crazy because normally I get more than one card, and no, only one card came out, and it was the Star card, which is like amazing, okay, first off. And second off, I'm like, just one card? You sure? You sure it's only one card, y'all? Y'all sure? And they was just like, it's one card. Nothing more. Just one. So, the Star card. The Star card is healing, hope, unexpected guidance, reconciliation between the past and the present. It's a very promising potential. It's the end. Wait, excuse me. It's the need for persistent focus. And I feel like that sums up what this position for this card basically is. And it's so beautiful and straight to the point. So yeah, that's basically what that card was meant for, and it served its purpose. So great for that. Kudos, right? Okay, so let's go into our final zhush. Okay, y'all. Let's do this, right? We have our outcome. Yeah. Pretty big outcome here. And I'm sorry, guys. Normally, like, I'm upbeat, but I'm in a little pain today. So, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to, like, amp it up. We getting there. We getting there, y'all. We getting there. So, sorry. For the outcome, we do have the Hermit, which is willingness to let go of fixed views for the sake of peace and introspection. This is also silence that leads to clarity, okay? The next card we do have is the Moon card. This is a journey through the shadows. This is illusions. So coming out those illusion states, I know for a lot of you, it's coming out those, am I good enough for this situation to work out in my favor? And I feel like pretty soon a lot of you will find out that it will be working out in your favor. And for others of you, it will take just a little inch more space, a little more time, and it definitely will be working out. But things are going to be working out for everyone in the best way possible. No matter if it works out the way you intend, but it's still going to work out. Okay, but the Moon card is also profound truths coming out. Also patient meditations, release, majestic creativity and intuition. Also a warning to pay attention to cautioning signs, okay? Pay attention to your instincts as well. I don't know if it's just me, you guys, but I love to hear, like, little kids get out of school. Because I remember when me and my sister, we used to go to the same elementary. Like, we are a few years apart. But when we used to go to the same, like, elementary and high school, for real. It's like when we used to get out of school, you know how kids act when they get out of school. Like, you run down the street so hard until your little heart content. But you used to yell so hard. But now that I listen to, like, little kids get out of school, they run their little hearts out, but they just screaming and yelling, but they having so much fun. And it brings back that childhood where, you know, it's the inevitable, where you feel like everything you can do, anything you can do. And I just feel like these little kids over here are just where I live at are so freaking funny and amazing. But this little girl, she is hilarious. She does every sport in the world. Like, it's no sport that you don't see this little girl. Like, she has the basketball, she has the football, she has everything, okay? And every day you see her, she's out here doing something different. And it just reminds me of just going for everything, you know? And she just be happy. She just be smiling. I don't know why that, like, kind of came in with this reading, but I don't know. It makes me think of just being all that you can be and, you know, never giving up in any situation. But the other day she came in Well, she came from school or whatever. And I guess she was tired with her book bag, so she was dragging her book bag. And her mom was behind her, and she picked her book bag up, and then her mom actually came out with a popsicle because it was warm yesterday. And the little girl, her face just lit up, and her mom had the popsicle in one hand, and she had a basketball. So the little girl, her eyes just lit up, and she started bouncing the basketball. So all you seen was like her whole little life just started lighting back up, and she just started bouncing that ball so hard. Oh my goodness. But it was just so gorgeous to see that, and it just reminded me of when I grew up, you know, when we used to get out of school, we used to just run home and just play around, and you know, it would take us so long to get home, even though it was like a little minute walk, but it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't that much long of a walk, but we made it seem like it was that long of a walk. It just reminded me of that. It was just nice though. I'm sorry, you guys. But I just heard her come in, you know. Well, come down the street from school. I'm sorry. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune speaks of unpredicted changes, good fortune, luck, happiness, unforeseen joy, resolutions of concerns, and forward movement. The next card we do have is the Six of Coins. Yes, darling, Six of Coins. The Six of Coins is change in circumstances, gratitude, stability, a gift of generosity, return of favor. Good thing, good thing. As well as, I feel like for some of you, this is giving of a gift without judgment, but also receiving a gift without shame, if that makes sense, okay? The next card we do have is the Fortune. I don't know why that was just like, it's not the Fortune, it's the Fountain. I do not know. I looked dead at the card and was like, the Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune? No, the Wheel of Fortune right there. This is the Fountain card. And the Fountain card speaks of observation, okay? And this is effortlessness, for once. It also is like, it's you being the voice of the universe, okay? It's you having this oneness, cosmic clarity. It's you going through being fully awakened, the end of seeking, being surrounded by just angelic happiness, surrendering to which you are whole and perfect, the way you are, okay? And the last card we end off on is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is equilibrium, first off, okay, of giving and receiving, gifts of either spiritual or monetary value. Not only is it that, it's connections, it's beginnings of something beautiful. I feel like for some of you, this is also meanings of earthly connections as well as spiritual connections. And it's opportunities for growth. If it's meanings of expressions of love as well. And it's the overflow of abundance. Compassion, love, trust, and emotions. For some of you, this does go along and coincide with fertility. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please give this video a thumbs up. If your bell notifications are not turned on, please turn your bell notifications on. I will see you guys in the next readings. Remember, I will upload a few more videos today, so please check out my channel. I'm not for sure if you will get the notifications, but I am going to upload, I believe it's going to be the angel messages, the wisdom messages. Let me see, what do I have lined up? I'm so sorry. So far, for sure, the angel and the wisdom. So just check out my channel. I know we have the messages from Divine Masculine and the messages from Divine Feminine coming. I do have a few more lined up, but I'm not for sure if anything else after that will get uploaded. But I'm trying to push, so I hope you guys, again, enjoy these videos. I will see you guys in the next videos. Have a great day. Bye.